Hare Krishna, welcome everyone for our weekly classes. And today, actually, something is very special. And today is appearance day of Bhakti Rakshaka Srila Sridhara Maharaj. So he is one of the great acharyas, and in fact, Srila Prabhupada was about to take sannyasa from the Sridhar Maharaj, but because Sridhar Maharaj was so close to the family of Srila Prabhupada, so that is then it was not really working out. So he took from Bhakti Pranjana Kesava Goswami Maharaj. And also specifically, as I really mentioned in the small message today, he was the one who recommended. He was the one who proposed the idea of building a planetarium. Remember Vedic planetarium as in the Mayapur. So that was also suggested by Srila Bhakti Rakshaka Sridhar Maharaj. So that is how it really started. Yeah, he's backbone. He's amazing in Sanskrit. His amazing dedication to his Gurudev Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura is amazing, simply amazing. Of course, he has his own Gaudiya Math. Anyway, so before we start, and today because of his day, for him, we are glorifying him by singing the Sujanar Buddha as the glorification of Guru Parambara, which is going to be sung by Navakishori. So he's just on the line now. Okay, yes, you are on now.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Yes.
सुजनार्पुतरादितपादयुगं युगधर्मधुरन्धरपत्रवरं वरदाभयदायकपूज्यपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं भजनोर्जितसज्जनसङ्गपतिं पतिताहिककारुणिकैकगतिं गतिवञ्चितवञ्चकचिन्त्यपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदम् अतिकोमलकाञ्चनगु दीर्घतनुं तनुनिन्दितहेममृणालमदं मदनार्बुदवन्दितचन्द्रपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं निजसेवकतारकरञ्जिविदुं विदुताहित हुङ्कृतसिंहवरं वरनागतबालिससन्दपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं विपुलीकृतवैभवगौरभुवं भुवनेश विकीर्तितगौरदयं दयनीयगणार्पितगौरपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं चिरगौरजनाश्रय विश्वगुरुं गुरुगौरकिशोरकदास्य परं परमादृतभक्तिविनोदपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं रघुरूपसनातनकीर्तिधरं धरणीतलकीर्तितजीवकविं कविराजनरोत्तमसाख्यपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं कृपया हरिकीर्तनमूर्तिधरं धरणीवरहारकगौरजनं जनकादिकवत्सलस्निग्धपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं शरणागतकिङ्करकल्पतरुं तरुदीकृतधीरवधान्यवरं वरदीन्द्रगणार्चितदिव्यपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं परहंसपरं परमार्थपतिं पतितोद्धरणे कृतवेषयतिं यतिराजगणैः परिसेव्यपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं वृषभानुसुतादयितानुचरं चरणाश्रितरेणुदरा समहं महदद्भुतपावनशक्तिपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदम् प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं प्रणमामि सदा प्रभुपादपदं जय भक्ति सिद्धान्त शील प्रभुपादा जय भक्ति सिद्धान्त शील प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा जय जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपादा.
Okay, nice. Yeah, okay, good. Now you can join. We can actually disconnect from the eCam and then connect through the Zoom back to Om Anjanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Sakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaye Priyatmane Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Iti Namine Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidhi Namine Vanja Kalpadarupchesha Krupa Sindhupya Evacha Paditanam Pavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Anyway, so welcome to the program today. And today, actually, for the special occasion of the appearance day of Sridhara Maharaj, so he is Bhakti Rakshaka Swami Sridhara Maharaj. So he is one of the great acharyas. And in fact, today we are here to do something special in memory of him. So he has composed, of various other ones. This one called Golden Gift of the Golden Lord. This is the book. It's not really known to many. This is the book. This book is amazing. So this is a golden gift is what? That is golden gift is Prema Bhakti. And golden Lord is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give this Raga Bhakti, especially the Manjari Baba. And he has really written 72 verses in wonderful Sanskrit. So the reason why we really started with Sujan Arpuda, sung by Navakishori, was to really specifically recognize this great Acharya. And as I mentioned, he was the one who really recommended Srila Prabhupada to really make this Mayapur, this planetary, the planetarium, which they have constructed, which is really amazing, based on this Vedic wisdom of all these universes, etc. So it was his idea. So again, as I mentioned, this Sridhara Maharaj was the one who was about to give sannyasa to Srila Prabhupada, but then that was really cancelled because he refused, because he was a very close family friend to the family of Srila Prabhupada. So that is why he really, our Guru, the Srila Prabhupada really took sannyasa from Bhakti Pranjana Kesava Goswami Maharaj, who is our Guru of our Gurudev. Okay. All right, let's go. So today we are actually going to spend some time about this. Of the 72 slokas, only 18 of them. But again, tune, I don't know whether it is supposed to be the right tune or not. I just used the tune as whatever that really came. And because I don't see anyone who has really sung this in a way. So very first thing starts with this. Okay. Devasiddha Mukta Yukta Bhakta Vrinda Vanditam Papa Tapa Dava Daha Dakta Dukkha Kanditam Krishna Nama Sidhu Dama Danya Dana Sagaram Prema Dama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. So this is how he is starting. Okay, now I can use the kartal probably to this whatever the tune. Deva Siddha Mukta Yukta Bhakta Vrinda Vanditam Papa Tapa Dava Daha Dakta Dukkha Kanditam Krishna Nama Sidhu Dama Danya Dana Sagaram Prema Dama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. All glories unto my golden Lord, Gaura Sundara, the beautiful, the divine abode of pure love, demigods, mystics, aspirers of salvation, yogis, and pure devotees of Lord Krishna all sing constantly in his praise. He removes at once the miseries of all tortured souls who are scorched by the heat of their own sins and consequently burn incessantly within the great forest fire of the material world. Blessed is the Lord, who is a vast ocean of divine generosity, the abode of the sweet nectars that are the holy names of Krishna. Second verse. Swarna Koti Darpanabha Deha Varna Gauravam Padma Parijata Gandha Vanditanga Sauravam Koti Kama Murchi Tangri Rupa Rasa Rangaram Prema Rama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The luster of the Lord's fair body is brighter than 1,000,000 brilliant mirrors of gold. Of such sweetness is the fragrance of his body that the aromatic lotus and parijata flowers humbly offer their prayers of worship. Millions of cupids, shocked out of their pride, have swooned at his lotus feet, unable to bear the sight of his unparalleled beauty. His limbs are alive with the rasa moods of love that emerge and flow continuously from his beautiful form. I sing with joy the unending glories of my sweet Lord, my golden Gaura Sundara, the one and only divine abode of pure love. That is second. Third one. Prema Nama Dana Janya Panja Tattva Matmakam Sangha Divya Parshadastra Vaibhavatvadarakam Shyama Gaura Nama Gana Nrityamata Gagaram Prema Dama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The Lord expanded himself as the fivefold potencies of Panchatattva to expedite the free distribution of the holy names of Krishna. The holy names lead to Krishna Prema, the fifth goal of life. Because you have Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, that is the Purushartha that people will be going for all those. But then the fifth one is Prema. So he came to give the fifth goal of life, which throws all the other four out like dust. Fully equipped with transcendental limbs and divine weapons, and accompanied by his associates, the Lord descended on earth in all his opulence. Being the Supreme Lord Shyamasundara himself, he appeared as Gaura Sundara, dancing and singing the holy names in ecstasy through the streets of Nadia like an ordinary citizen. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Gaura Sundara, my sweet Lord, the one and only divine abode of pure love. So now 4. Sandhi Purya Disha Kalya Dharma Dukha Dushaham Jiva Dukha Hana Bhakta Saukya Dana Vigraham Kalya Gauga Dasa Krishna Nama Sidhu Sanjaram Prema Dama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The Lord could not bear to see his devotee Advaita Acharya, Advaita Prabhu, Lord of Santipura, in misery over the pitiable condition of the Kali Yuga, because it was that Advaita Acharya was the one who was really crying crying to Krishna to descend. So to satisfy his cry, Lord Krishna came down as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So because that time the whole world was really overtaken by irreligious philosophies, Mayavadism and Shaktism, so many isms were all over there. They were devouring the people left and right. So Lord Krishna therefore appeared in such a form to relieve the jiva from misery and to award happiness to his devotees and destroy the venom of Kali Yuga by profusely distributing the nectar of Krishna's names. So that is his weapon. He came with his associates and also he came with the weapons. So his weapon is his own Nama. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Gaura Sundara, the beautiful, the one and only divine abode of pure love. He says the one and only divine abode of pure love. Dvipa Navya Ganga Banga Janma Karma Darshitam Srinivasa Vasa Danya Nama Rasa Harshitam Sri Hari Priyesha Pujyadi Saji Purandaram Prema Dama Devam Eva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The Lord's divine birth and the pastimes took place at Sri Navadvipadam on the banks of the holy Ganga. He blessed this house of Srinivasa. House of Srinivasa is called Srivasa Angana. That is where he used to conduct this everyday evening program. Nama Sankirtan used to be there at that place, Srivasa Angana. We can see that today also. And in fact, last time when we were really so blessed to really visit Navadvipam, this Srivasa Angan, the temple gave us mridangas and kartal to play at. Our children and all the other devotees with us, we all were dancing crazily, and those audience who really came to really see us too, they were also so happy, and it was a wonderful memory. That is the Srivasa Angana where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced crazily. And in fact, you know what? The Srivasa Angana, there will be there will be gatekeeper. This gatekeeper is supposed to stop people from entering into this Srivasa Angana. What is the criteria to really get into the Angana, the Srivasa Angana, to participate in the Nama Sankirtan and the whole wonderful ecstatic dance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the associates and devotees along with? What is the qualification? They don't sell any tickets like we do for the cinema. The qualification to enter is that one should really chant at least 64 rounds of Nama, Harinama. Otherwise, they have no way of getting in. That was the checkpoint. But anyway, inside, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced with crazy, filling the hearts of all with the blissful transcendental mellows of the holy name. He dutifully respected and adored his mother, Sachidevi, and the learned father, Sri Mishra. To his wife, Sri Lakshmi Priya and Sri Vishnu Priya, he was the Lord of their lives. I sing with joy the unending glories of Gaura Sundara, the beautiful, my golden Lord, the one and only divine abode of pure love. Look, always remember how he's doing. Ever. So he's the only one, the only divine pure abode of pure love. Sri Sachi Dulala Balya Bala Sanga Sanjalam Akumara Sarva Sasrada Dakshadarka Mangalam Chatra Sangaranga Dikshisu Karpa Musamgaram Prema Dama Devam Eva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. As the son of Sachi Devi, the Lord enjoyed mischievous childhood pastimes with other boys. As a mere youth, he acquired mastery over all the scriptures. By his expertise in the current method of logic, he established the auspicious path of devotion for the welfare of all. On the banks of the Ganga, in the company of his students, he vanquished the pride of the famous Digvijay Pandita. There was one scholar who was really conquering the whole India, whole Bharat. He was really visiting one place after another place, looking for the Panditjis there in that every town and country to defeat him, to really take, he was challenging everyone. He defeated everybody. Everybody was defeated by this Digvijay Pandita. But when he came to debate with Gaura Chandra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was a small boy, he defeated this very famous conquering scholar. So I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Gaura Sundara, the Lord of beauty, the one and only abode of divine love. Varjya Patra Sarameya Sarpa Sangha Kelanam Skanda Vahi Chaura Tirtha Viprachitra Leelanam Krishna Nama Matra Balya Kopa Shanti Saukararam Prema Dama Devam Eva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The Lord's childhood pastimes were most wonderful. He used to play merrily with rejected utensils. All those utensils were thrown away. And with inauspicious animals like pups and poisonous snakes he used to play with. And he was also once carried away by a thief who wanted to steal his ornaments and clothes. He also appeared before a Tirtha Vipra, a Brahmana, Vasudeva Vipra, and he visited and he blessed that Vipra from all his leprosy and blessed him with and also blessed him with the remnants of his prasadam. When he would cry in frustration in boyhood, only the utterance of the names of Krishna would at once pacify him, because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a small boy in Nimai, he will be crying and crying. Of course, he came to teach us how to cry for the Lord. That is his purpose. And right, as soon as somebody cries for the Lord, Hari, 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 Govinda, Krishna, then he will immediately stop, because then if they stop uttering the holy names of Krishna, then he will cry again, and again they will keep on uttering the holy names of Krishna. Then he will stop crying. So this was his one of the famous pastimes every day. I sing with joy the unending glories of my Gaura Sundara, my sweet Lord, the one and only divine abode of love. Always remember, anyway, this is Kartik time. Why are we really glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Navadvip? Because that is also hidden Vrindavan. You should not differentiate at all. Both are same. In fact, to really, some devotees to really avoid crowd. So for the Navadvipa Parikrama time, they really do this Vrindavan Parikrama, and for the Vrindavan Parikrama time, now they will go to Navadvipa Parikrama. No problem. See? Because anyway, you are actually going to Vrindavan. Anyway, this is the intelligent way that we used to do. Snana Ganga Vari Bala Sanga Ranga Kelanam Bali Kadi Pari Gasya Bangi Balya Lilanam Uta Tarka Chatra Shiksha Gadi Bada Tarpanam Premadama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The Lord, in his early pastimes, would play wonderfully in a variety of ways with his boyhood friends. While bathing in the waters of the Ganga, they used to play. Sometimes in a jovial mood, he would speak sweetly with the young girls as if teasing them. He would present complicated arguments and counter arguments before his puzzled students and teachers. So he's used to tease them like that too. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Gaura Sundara, my sweet Lord, the one and only divine abode of love. 9. Srinimai Panditeti Namadesha Vanditam Navyadarka Daksha Rakshadam Vidamba Kanditam Sabitartha Kanda Kanditartha Sambaram Premadama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The Lord was respected all over the land as the learned scholar Nimai Pandita. He would crush the ego of the proud Nyaya scholars of his time by his numerous ingenious and original arguments. After shattering their traditional theories, he would again establish them. So this is the beauty, Whatever a fact, he will dispute in such a way that he will establish the opposite. So whatever they say, he will shatter their logic completely and then re-establish again. So he's very, 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 very tricky. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Gaura Sundara. Lord of my heart, the one and only abode of my divine love. Yeah, so this is actually what the picture that you are seeing is Kashmiri Pandita. He was another one, of course, who really came from Kashmir all the way Bharat. He was defeating everybody, every scholar. And who was
Kashmiri. Keshava Kashmiri.
Keshava Kashmiri, yeah, Kashmiri. Keshava Kashmiri, very good, thank you. Yes, so, because he could not be conquered at all. And because, these are the people, who really go throughout the places, and then they will bring, pull the Pandits for arguments and defeat them. By that, they get so much of happiness. But he was defeated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was as a small boy, as Nimai Pandita. Sloka Ganga Vandanartha Dijiki Shubhashitam Vyatla Lankrita Dosha Tarki Tartha Dushitam Dvashta Yukti Rutta Bhutti Tatta Devadasharam Premadama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The Lord pointed out the defects of ornamental grammar in the verses spontaneously composed and recited in praise of the goddess Ganga by the most celebrated scholar Keshava Kashmiri, which we just saw the picture. When the scholar tried to defend himself with many complicated arguments, even those arguments were defeated by the Lord. Although the Lord had humbled the Pandita by checking his hasty intellect, the Lord nonetheless gave him all due respects and honor as the learned Sanskrit scholar. See, this is the beauty. The Lord also gave respect to that Keshava Kashmiri. So I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Gaura Sundara, my loving Lord, the one and only abode of divine love. Sutra Vritti Tipanishta Sukshma Vachanadbhudam Dhatu Matra Krishna Sati Sarva Vishwa Samvrutam Rutta Bhutti Panditauga Nanya Yukti Nirdaram Premadama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. We are on verse 11 already, very nice. It's wonderful elaborate explanation of the sutras. Short but potent Sanskrit aphorisms. You remember he was the one who really wrote these six Ashtaka. Only with these 8 slokas, he put the whole ocean of Prema Bhakti and all this completely Bhakti Sadhana, everything in that 6 Ashtaka. Done. That's all. All condensed. So he makes these short but potent Sanskrit aphorisms. They were extremely intricate too. He thereby brought out the sutras' natural meanings and diverse aspects. Because especially Mayavadis were also all over the place with sutras and smritis and all the Upanishad, Vedas. Everywhere they were all putting poisons and confusing everybody. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to straighten everybody. He proved that essentially the dhatus are the 7,000 root sounds of Sanskrit with their fullest meaning actually express the energies of Krishna, the sole supporter of all the universes. Scholars were thereby totally perplexed and they were unable to assert their conclusions before the Lord. Everybody will run away. So nobody who really was boasting that he was really good at logic could really face Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandita. They could not stand near him. They could simply sit before him in dumbfounded astonishment only. Whoever could really sit in front of him. I sing with joy the unending glories of my beloved Lord. My golden Gaura Sundara, the one and only abode of divine love. Actually, in this Vrindavan Parikrama, because of this month belongs to Radhika, it is really more merciful. Otherwise, do you think Krishna is merciful? Suppose it happens to be a Krishna month. This happens to be a Krishna month. Do you think this much mercy of this parikrama will give? No way. Now we are on 12. Krishna Drishti Pata Hetu Sauda Karta Yojanam Potavada Sringaraika Paiti Krishna Dikshanam Sula Sukshma Mula Lakshya Krishna Sautya Sambraram Premadama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The Lord explained that the meanings and relationship, all sounds of speech, is called Spotavada. They all have been revealed by the single action of Lord Krishna's glance. Just a simple glance. The Spotavada scholars, there is another category of called Spotavadas. So they really take all these syllables of various words and then make so many things out of that. It is basically they really just juggle their brain power. Because these Spotavada scholars weave their grammatical rules around spota. This is another system they really use. But factually, Krishna's sweet will is the only basis for grammatical rules. The ultimate purpose of all subtle and gross energies and their interactions is to provide pleasure to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, as an aspect of his transcendental pastimes. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Lord, Gaura Sundara, the beautiful, the divine abode of pure love. Prema ranga pata banga chatra kaku kataram chatra sanga gasta dala kirtanatya sanjaram Krishna nama sidhu sindhu magra diksharacharam prema dama devam yeva naumi gaura sundaram. Actually, I used to sing all the 72 verses to just for me, my my happiness. This is the beauty of this, all his whatever he has composed. But we are doing only just 18 of them today. After the Lord's return from Gaya, he could not resume his academic pursuits because of the continuous upsurge in divine love within his heart, because he was in tears all the time after he returned from Gaya and accepted the Diksha from his Gurudev. And then Gaura Sundara also, he had students. He started a school too, a grammar school too. But he did put an end to his academic. He did not want to study more. But he started a school. His students, forever deprived of the opportunity to study under Nimai Pandita, condemned some of the students who could not really get into this under Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They actually were telling all kinds of bad names for Nimai Pandita. Actually, they in fact condemned themselves as fallen and unfortunate. With the intense, imploring humility, they praised them. Eventually, they all praised the Lord for his extraordinary genius as a teacher. Seeing the students thus, the Lord felt great compassion and blessed them. Overwhelmed with ecstatic love, he announced the first good tidings of Sri Krishna Sankirtana. He led them in singing the glories of Lord Krishna, and they accompanied the chanting by clapping their hands. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All directions became immersed in the sea of nectar that flowed from this ecstatic kirtana. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Lord Gaura Sundara, the beautiful, the divine abode of pure love. Arya Dharma Pala Lapsa Diksha Krishna Kirtanam Laksha Bhakta Gita Vatya Divya Nartanam Dharma Karma Nasha Dasyu Dushta Duskaruttaram Prema Dama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The Lord honors the Vedic religious principles and has taken shelter of his Guru's instruction to introduce Krishna Kirtana. Always, yes. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a supreme God. But he was following the instruction of his Guru only. He did not just like that assuming, I should do this favor, and he started something. No. He did not do that. He is ever absorbed in his ecstatic dance of divine love too, accompanied by musical instruments. Amid the singing and dancing of millions upon millions of devotees, he is the only savior of sinful and evil-minded demons. He saved evil-minded demons also, who are responsible for the decline of religion, and all these pious activities were going down because of these evil-minded demons. But he was showering mercy on them also. So I sing the joy of the unending glories of my loving master, Gaura Sundara, the beautiful, my golden Lord, the only divine abode of pure love. Mileche Raja Nama Bhata Bhakta Bhiti Bhanjanam Laksha Dipta Naisa Koti Kanda Kirtanam Sri Mridanga Tala Vatya Nritya Gokali Nishtaram Kaji Nirtya Nishtaram Prema Dama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. When the king of the Milechas, the Chandkasi, obstructed the performance of Harinama, the Lord removed the fears of his devotees by directing a very famous Sankirtana procession decorated with hundreds of thousands of lamps and millions of voices singing the holy name. They all were marching towards the Chandkasi's home, dancing to this accompaniment of the sweet sound of the Sri Mridanga, Kartalas, and other musical instruments. The Lord humbled the ruling Kasi maid, because then ultimately won his heart. Because that day he really broke the Mridanga. In fact, we saw the same Mridanga, the pieces of the broken Mridanga in the Srivasa Angan. When we were there last time, we personally saw the broken piece of the same Mridanga, broken by the Chandkasi, the Muslim, who could not tolerate this Nama Sankirtan. And that night, actually, what happened was, Lord Narasimha Dev appeared on the dream of Chandkasi, about to kill him. And he scratched his body too. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu later, he really came on the next day with all these hundreds of thousands of lamps and millions of voices singing the holy name. That time he refused to even come out. He was scared to come out even to face the crowd. Of course, he was the in charge of the city. But then, finally, he was really, he was brought out, and he told, "Oh Lord, please forgive me, because see, look at here, Narasimha Dev has really came, and then he torn my body already. He was about to kill me, and now I declare, you are completely free to do this Nama Sankirtan all in our city anytime, night or day, anytime." Actually, those who complained to the Chandkasi, it was Hindus. Hindus only told that, he's making so much of sound, we are not able to sleep in the night. Look at here, this is the Hindus. That's why we have to understand. We are not Hindus. We are not Hindus. We are not Hindus. Dancing, again with Mridanga and Karatalas. Then again he was really coming back after delivering Chandkasi. Chandkasi became a Vaishnava. And he wrote a thing on that saying that from now onwards, all my descendants are the servants of you, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he write a Pataya. So the Lord how made Kasi to really even change his heart completely. That was what in the Jaiva Dharma when we are reading, we could not read that in this Friday in Tamil class. They were the ones who really, from that particular descendant, they really came to see the Vaishnavas in that Kunja. But we didn't have time to really read those. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ultimately won the heart of Chandkasi and made so many, all his descendants as disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I sing with joy the unending glories of my loving Gaura Sundara, my golden Lord, the divine abode of pure love. Laksha locha nasru varsha harsha kesha kartanam Koti kanda Krishna kirtanatya danda dharanam Yashivesha sarvadesha hahudasha kataram Prema dharma devam neva naumi gaura sundaram Prema dharma devam eva naumi gaura sundaram. Amid the showering of sorrowful tears from millions of eyes, the Lord, because when Lord was taking sannyas, he had to shave completely because he had beautiful hair, very beautiful hair, like that of Krishna. But when when the barber was about to shave his head, he was trembling. He was trembling and he was crying and crying and crying. So many people who came, they all were sorrowfully, their tears were crying. As he accepted his danda, millions of voices were singing the glories of Krishna. Thereafter the people of all lands cried out desperately in grief when they saw him in the dress of a sannyasi. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Lord, Gaura Sundara, the beautiful, the divine abode of pure love. So actually, Navakishori or anyone who remember the village where he really took sannyas? What is the name?
Katwa.
Katwa. Very good. Thank you. Katwa. So in that Jaiva Dharma class, those were really coming from Katwa only. Those were actually from the Katwa. Anyway, next one. So only 2 more slokas will be done. Sriyatisha Bhakta Vesha Radha Desha Charanam Krishna Chaitanya Kya Krishna Nama Jiva Taranam Baba Vipramatma Matta Davamana Bhutaram Prema Dama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Prema Dama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. Being the Lord of all the yogis, he wandered all over the Radha province. Why it's called Radha province? Radha province is Bengal. The province of Radharani actually is. So Krishna himself became a devotee of himself in the mood of Radharani. So Radha province, thus sanctifying the land with his lotus feet. He was known as Krishna Chaitanya and rescued all fallen conditioned souls with the names of Krishna, holy names of Krishna. He ran all over the earth just like a madman, intoxicated with transcendental ecstatic loving emotions. His appearance resembled a mountain of gold. I sing with joy the unending glories of my loving Gaura Sundara, my golden Lord, the divine abode of pure love. Sri Gadadharadi Nityananda Sangavardhanam Atvayakya Bhakta Mukhya Vanjitartha Sadhanam Kshetravasa Sabadisa Matrudasha Tatparam Prema Dama Devam Yeva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. So this is the last sloka for today. The Lord's association of devotees became even more prestigious by the presence of exalted personalities like Sri Gadadhar, Sri Nityananda Prabhu. The Lord descended on earth to fulfill the desires of Advaita Acharya, the foremost of devotees. To please his mother, the Lord promised that he would not go far away from her, but remain close by at Purushottama Kshetra, which is Jagannath Puri. I sing with joy the unending glory of my loving Gaura Sundara, the most beautiful, my golden Lord, the divine abode of pure love. So with that, today we will conclude. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All glories to Srila Gurudev, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Bhakti Rakshaka Sri Sridhara Maharaj, all glories to Guru Parambara, all glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Any doubt or anything?